Hello, everybody. How's it going? How is it going? Look at this. Isn't this cute? Oh, what? I mean, let's get started. I'm always jamming to something, but let's talk about the weirdest, and I say the weirdest I've noticed. HRT changed to my body. So, a little recap. I've been on HRT for almost 2 years. I'm going to complete 2 years in May, but I lost a whole year of transition, of changes, because I did not have the right dose and I had issues with vitamin D and it was a whole hassle. So I'm pretty much 1 year, not 1 year, October, I complete one steady year. But I've been pretty much changing a lot and had a lot of issues, so not much happened. But now, I have some changes in my body. Like my face is actually more filler, much more fuller here. It's like it got filled. And I have definitely noticed that my eyes, or like the color of my eye, is a bit different. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if that's something that happens on HRT, if like people have had interaction with how their eye color changed because of HRT. But I'm noticing that my brown eye is less brown. Now, one caveat to this is probably because I'm using black mascara and black eyeliner. Actually, I have pretty good mascara and eyeliner today because instead of just doing them up, I just did my mascara like outward. So I'm having like even my eyelashes are just opening up and then out. So it's like everything's just like pulled. Yes, I'm giving definitely cyberpunky Y2K early 2000s style. I guess I could show you. Okay. So, this is here my body. Nothing crazy, but I've been interacting with this body for a while. I definitely have more hips and more curves, which is great. I'm still not seeing a lot of my upper body disappearing. As you can see, it's still big. I mean, it's not as like fatty as I expect my other parts. My legs are definitely more jiggly, which is a good sign. I got deflated somehow. Deflated because of reducing salt intake and increasing exercise. So because of like my whole estrogen dose change, I had like really puffy body for a while. Now I think my body's pretty good. Can be better, but we're happy. We're happy. Now, the only thing I would say that is changed positively would be the hips I got, and I'm pretty sure my hips are going to get much bigger because when I fixed my vitamin D, everything kind of changed very quickly, and I noticed it. Even though my diet was not the best, I was literally eating just hot dogs for dinner because I'm like, I need something to eat. I'm not really into food. I'm not a foodie. Besides this, I was eating lots of macadamia nuts and eating lots of just nuts in general with something else. Now, besides that, I was not exercising and everything was kind of good. Now, when I added that vitamin D, I started noticing my hips grow. My breasts, not very interactive, honestly. They were here, they were there, but it was not like something that I noticed. And now that I dropped my prolactin, which is like dropping my anti-androgen that's affecting prolactin. Now I'm noticing like my breasts are less puffy because all that milking. If you're on HRT and you're trans woman, you probably had some milk come out of your breast. That's normal. But I've had this for like a whole year because I've had really high level and my body was not having it. So my whole transition was on hold for a whole year. It's just like, we're not doing anything. We don't like this. So now that this has been fixed, since October. It's been fixed since October. Everything was started dropping. Now I don't have milk coming out of my breast, thank goodness, but my breasts are definitely much smaller. So I'm hoping this deflation is leading to later on my breasts to grow naturally as breasts instead of just like milk ducts, I think. Um, it's a win-win situation. They look smaller, yes, which makes my upper body look bigger, which is not good, but also I'm losing puffiness in my waist, I'm losing puffiness in many other parts. So I'm going the right direction. It's just going to take a while for my body to actually adjust to these changes and, do what it's supposed to do and build the actual breast as fat tissue instead of build the breast as milk deposits. Very strange. The body's very strange. Um, Now, other changes I've had were my feet, which I never really paid attention to my feet. Now, keep in mind, I never took care of my feet before as much, but now my feet look rounder. I don't even see like the bones on my ankles, which is great. And I'm taking pictures of my feet, which I never did before. I'm just like, these look like such good feet. I'm gonna have to take a picture of these. And I have a couple of pictures. Not gonna show you. Maybe I should. I don't know. I don't know. I'll think about it. So that's also like a very interesting change. They're not smaller, like they're not less wide. They might be smaller in general because um, I need to figure this out. I'm gonna go try my heels later and see if that actually is true. Because I have the same shoes that were tight, and because my body was really like puffed up. So I want to see if it's different now. But besides this, the weirdest ever, I would say, change, which was something I noticed very recently, especially now that my dose is stable, is sweating. But not sweating in general. I would say sweating in the genital area. I don't know if you guys know about how the testosterone in the animal kingdom works, but many animals in the animal kingdom, many male animals, have like their testicles actually sweat, and they have these sweat glands, and they have this smell that attracts or is desirable or attractive to females, especially for mating. So when I was on testosterone, I needed to actually wash that area more often and change my underwear more often and the whole shenanigan, right? And I could notice it because every couple of days or every couple of like hours, usually every day, I would probably like if I last 2 days without showering, I would actually notice it. I'm like, wow, like yeah, I can definitely not exactly the smell, but I would probably see like my underwear is more like soaking sweaty or something, which was not desirable. And this happened even in winter. Doesn't matter. Summer probably even more. Now, on the other hand, like I'm not having any of this, which is I'm definitely loving this because I want the whole bottom surgery, so I don't want anything here, honestly. Even now, like with my whole outfit, I like skinny jeans with like the boot cut at the bottom, but I cannot wear skinny jeans because my thing is there all the time. And I don't know what to do with it because with skinny jeans, I cannot even tuck it per se because mine are just like really pulled up my ass. And then I guess I'd have to show you. But because I like it up and, like tucking my butt and like grabbing everything upwards, it just kind of gives me that wedge right in the middle. And like if I tuck, that's going to be very painful. And I've had instances where I was bleeding because I was just tucking and ignoring it. But I was probably talking about, yeah, something of this sort. So I cannot really like just leave this whole area tucked because it doesn't work. It doesn't work. So what I'm doing is just leaving it up and then try to like figure something out. I don't know if any of you know of any trick that could help with skinny jeans. I would appreciate it because I'm not gonna stop wearing them, but I'm tired of eyes. Like all of the eyes are just literally on my genitals at this point. It doesn't bother me per se as much, but it's still very invasive. And I'm getting these from guys. I'm getting these from mostly women too, and shocking. But yeah, so like their giggles and their laughs and whatever. Like it's just my life now. Like I don't expect anyone to be around me, hanging out with me, and not expect people to say something dumb. It's just kind of it's my life. I mean, it's not something I want. It's just something I have to get used to because it's what I have to get by being trans in society. I don't want it, I don't like it, but it's something you have to keep up with. And I think women get the same thing if they have big breasts or big hips, because what do you do? Like you can wear whatever you wear, your breasts are still going to be big, your ass is going to be big, everyone's going to be looking at it, and you just have to get used to it. Um, but yeah, that was actually a very interesting change. Like having your testicles or your balls sweat less is definitely something I did not really expect. But I'm definitely having that as a plus. Now, the other thing I would say is my hand, my palm. I think my fingers are a bit rounder. It's not exactly what I would go and expect my hand to be, but I never see my fingers actually be this thick where you cannot even see the knuckles. And I'm definitely more appreciative of this. So those are the changes I'm having. But this one with the sweating, that was kind of like shocking for me because I think I used to go through underwear a lot more quickly, just like buying new stuff all the time. And now I'm just like, huh, these have been lasting for a lot more than I expected them to last. I'm still buying, like I just bought a whole package of them, so that's good. But let's see, what else? Besides this, I have like the pouch, which many girls do not like or do not want. I do not really mind it per se, but here is the trick. It messes up with my clothes because now I have like a little belly thing. But I think this is also because I'm bloated. I need your help. I've been bloated for a while. Now, I've been exercising starting, yeah, I started January, from the 1st of January, literally. I've been exercising from the beginning of January till the end of February, every day, 5 days a week. And then I stopped because that was burning too much calories and I wanted to, have my body change and I need excess calorie for my body to change. So I stopped exercising 5 times a day and now I'm exercising only 2 times a day. Excellent, amazing. Now, the problem I'm seeing here is when I started exercising 5 times a day, my bowel movement was definitely more smooth because I was stuck. I was like constipated for weeks. And I was kind of getting worried. At the beginning, it was kind of nice because it was something I'd not really have to deal with. Like it just felt like really nice. I don't have to like worry about that part. Especially I don't have that much sex, and if I thought about having sex, I'm like, wow, this is actually great because I'm ready all the time. But with that comes the price of you're bloated and your stomach just looks like a balloon, like you're pretty much pregnant. What do you do? So I'm stuck here. I don't want to exercise too much. I do want to exercise like 2 times a week, maybe 3 times a week. I don't want to do 3 times a week. I honestly just want to do 2 times a week. And I'm probably going to be adding yogas and stretches in the other days just to keep my bowels moving, just pushing, because I'm back again with this really puffy stomach that is just kind of empty. Like if I push it, it just goes in. It's not fat, it's not muscle, it's not anything. It's just like air and stuff that are just not moving. So if you know of any positions, any postures, anything that could be useful, please help me out. But yeah, bloating and HRT and estrogen, very big things. Whenever I talk to my girls, like my friends, everyone is like, yeah, like we know, like you need fiber. Everyone keeps saying, like, just eat more fiber, eat more fiber, eat more fiber. And I'm like, yeah, but no, but like, why is this is a problem? And I think exercise definitely is one of those things that helps. But also, I think I might be adding some fiber into my diet. I don't know. I'm not a foodie. I don't want to add more things to my meals, and I just want to eat 1, 2, 3 times a day, and I'm done. And maybe snack with like lazy things. I don't know. But that's a thing. That's a negative thing I think from HRT that I got. Other negative things, nothing. It's all been, pretty nice, especially now that I have my dose under control. And buying clothes that are my size, girlies. This is something I did not really realize until very recently because I used to buy clothes online and then also from shops, but mostly online. And when you buy clothes online, I buy large because I thought, what, I'm just big. I'm just a big gal. I'm not muscular. I'm 6 feet tall. So in Spain, that's huge for a girl. So everything I buy has to be a large. Now the issue with the large is it's good for the width, but not the length. So now I'm stuck with having shirts that are this long and this wide, and they make me look wider because it's shorter, which gave me the idea of like my body is wrong, everything looks wrong. Well, I don't know why I feel wrong, everything was wrong until recently in Shein. Thank you, Shein, my goodness. Sheen has a place, I think a page for Sheen Tall. And with this, I found shirts that are actually for my torso, for my long torso. And I start buying these, and I'm like, finally, just like literally the shirt I'm wearing right now. This is like a Sheen Tall. And I'm like, great, this looks great because it goes all the way down to my hips and it makes my torso look skinnier because the shirt is longer. And then I do not hate my body. And then I have also another page called Zalando, and that's a page we use here in Europe. The issue with Zalando is the fashion is just ugly. Honestly, I don't know, like the European style at this point. It's just like a lazy skater dude, and I'm like, I'm not gonna be a fucking lazy skater dude. I want to be cute. Do you have cute clothes? No cute clothes? Not buying it. So what I'm buying from Zalando are only jeans and pants. So these jeans are actually bought them from Zalando, and the shirts I'm just buying from Shein because they have cuter shirts and they have more variety. So they have everything. They have for like fancy girls, and they also have like the cyberpunky stuff. They have like the rave clothes, which is what I want, and that's where I'm going. Okay, I'm done. I'll see y'all later, alligator.